know, Pit has a strong reflector.
Absolutely, a very strong reflector, very active.
And so NUTLORD will have to be careful with that charge shot. And it also has a pretty decent CQC. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how this goes.
It's good that you mentioned CQC because NUTLORD is a bit of an anomaly when it comes to Samus. At the very least, for a very long time, he was known as the aggressive Samus. The Samus that does all the things no one else dares to do. In terms of just like the way he likes to fight very closely. And I think recently, especially from your Siski types, we've seen a lot of CQC Samus. We've seen just how strong this character is when she's up in your face, and NUTLORD is really making it known already. 95% done, purely off of like CQC, I believe. Not many projectiles coming out so far. And I think it is a matchup where you're going to be seeing a lot of that. But Seal right now is moving kind of nicely. Really nice read in that role, and looks quite confident going face-to-face with a player of NUTLORD's caliber.
Yeah, there's a lot of nice movement I feel like I'm seeing from Seal at the moment. A lot of good options like that. That up the angle on the pit right there, using the platform to mix up your timing to ledge. There's a lot of nice things that we're seeing here out of Seal. Seems like he's not just come out of nowhere, but is a confident player in himself. But that up throw is going to take the first dog out of NUTLORD.
It's so tough to like even try and roll behind Samus just for the pivot grab to come out. Staple of Samus's ledge trapping, of course, killing 145. Scientists still don't know the answers to why that up throw got buffed, but some will say she needed it.
They're wrong, but
NUTLORD's proving right now she did not need it because he's looking comfortable, but Seal is answering back. 126 racked on, no percent right now, going for a few smash attacks, perhaps miss inputs, but he looks nice at the moment. We're going to see an edge guard attempt to come out, doesn't quite find anything. Samus, obviously, amazing tempo mix-ups on that down B. It can be really, really hard to find this character in the air. But speaking of that, he does find her in the air in the place she is weak in, landing. And up air is going to be great for dissuading bad landings from NUTLORD.
And Seal's movement is really nice there to just keep following NUTLORD. Wasn't scared to run a long way off stage. Wasn't scared to keep following that Samus around and go, at one point you're going to mess up. At some point you're going to make the mistake in this disadvantage situation. I'm going to punish it. And that's what he did. But now in this stock 2, needs to kind of find that way in because at the moment NUTLORD's getting a lot of damage racked on, throwing off stage. Using a very nice angle of up B there is Seal to get back to ledge there. But still in the corner. NUTLORD still in control. And you still need to find a way back in if you're Seal. Samus, the pivot grab hitting again, forward throw to reset the situation, back off stage, just setting a lovely ledge trap up. NUTLORD very happy to just keep this situation going, but misses the dash attack and gets punished for it. Now it's Seal's opportunity to try and get as much damage on as he can.
Yeah, Samus unfortunately quite safe on shield in most situations, and that up smash not quite punishable. Does get Seal punished, puts him off stage. There's another grab. That down B setup, some would describe it as checkmate at those percents. It is really just quite increasingly impossible to avoid every single kill option this character has in a bag of tricks. And NUTLORD using it to great effect, gets the grab, gets a kill, gets 15%, wants a bit more at this point. I think he doesn't want to see a repeat of stock 1 where Seal really found his way back into it while it was still all quite even. I think NUTLORD is going to try and put on as much as possible and really, really just put himself in a nice position. But Seal just isn't letting him, it feels.
Yeah, for sure. Seal's movement is pretty good around the spacing that he wants to play around, using the slightly better spacing of Pit's sword compared to Samus' CQC potential. But NUTLORD keeps finding hits, keeps finding ways in, and it's now Seal at the ledge, 82%. This is starting to get scary percentage levels, but Seal is the one that managed to find in there. Sentinel stage tries to follow NUTLORD all the way off. I'm loving to see that aggression, but maybe you need to try and change it up. Do something that's a bit more unexpected, not run off every single time.
It's a tough one with Pit, because Pit only has super active aerials. That's quite strong against a lot of characters. It makes them commitments. Samus has a lot of movement options, at least, off stage, so it's hard to commit against her because she can kind of go anywhere whenever she pleases. Ultimately, it's kind of actually a hard situation to play out for Seal, who finally gets a grab. F-throw might do it at this point. No, she's also so heavy, Caro. This is a character that's really come into the limelight of Smash Ultimate recently. People are placing her higher and higher. NUTLORD is proving why. This character is incredibly strong. He's incredibly strong. The Seal is not out for the count.
But 133% on Seal already. That's a very difficult mountain to climb, and it's not one that's going to be climbed in this Game 1 scenario. NUTLORD hitting the dash attack and does take Game 1.
Yeah, not quite right, Diana, dash attack, but it's such a fast burst option with so little hit lag that it's incredibly hard to react to in the end, and it will seal out that stock. Unfortunately, Seal just not quite ready for it, but more prepared than I think most would have said in general looks quite nice. Nice movement, followed NUTLORD's mix-ups quite well. It was just that at every opportunity to kill, NUTLORD was the stronger one. He was putting on a bit more percent, he was killing a bit earlier, killing a bit more reliably, one might say. And overall, I think that gave him the edge.
Yeah, I agree. But as you say, for someone that wasn't meant to be here, was meant to lose in the round before this, I'm pleasantly surprised by what Seal has been putting out, and I'd love to see what else he's got for us in this game too.
Yeah. There's right now coming out from Seal, that's going to be a good amount of damage, 30%. NUTLORD, I think, DIing in a little bit, giving Seal a little bit more leeway, and it's going to continue. Great parry, and we see side Bs ledge, we see instant ledge trumps, we're seeing some crazy stuff coming out from the pit player. Not quite working yet, but it's nice to know that he has all that knowledge, all those competences in the back of his trap.
Yeah, and some nice parries coming out, really getting Seal out of some of these more difficult situations to kind of get into advantage. We just need to see a few more conversions off those situations, but 74% is still a decent amount of damage.
Yeah, nice movement mix from NUTLORD, who goes right below the shield with that dash attack right there. That's the one weakness, that move going over and under it. It's rare, it happens though. And NUTLORD knows it happens, knows he can continue on. And here's the ledge trap. Merrill, how's he getting off?
At the moment, he's not at all, as NUTLORD managed to send it back off stage, resets the situation. Here we go, round 2, what you got for a Seal? And it's actually NUTLORD pulling the trigger a bit too early on that up smash, really, and Seal's now the one that's managed to get the grab, throw NUTLORD off stage, and NUTLORD's early up B means he takes the early fall.
Yeah. Nice, Seal finally gets a lead in this game. NUTLORD pressuring with some up smashes, but Seal has been so patient in these spots, in these dangerous spots above, to the side, all these times on the shield. He's really holding it down at the moment. And he needs to hold down the stock a little bit longer, I feel, to be comfortable in this next stock against Samus. She does a lot of percent when you take that first stock, so you want that big lead. Right now, Seal's finding it, going for some crazy nair mix-up, and he looks quite nice in the ledge trap.
Yeah, managing to find a lot of these little hits here and there. Nothing too much of an overextension, but enough to let a little bit of extra percent on board. And that's what you need. Because as you say, Samus can put on that percent pretty quickly. So all of a sudden, a winning game could turn into an even one. The up throw is going to kill it. It's only 52% that Seal managed to get, but you'll take that, I think.
I think you absolutely will take that. 64. Samus, not got the best combos in the world, it's more so the fact that she just has the easiest reads in the world with like charge shots and shadow on damage. But NUTLORD hasn't had a chance to charge. NUTLORD hasn't had a chance to breathe, really, Emerald, because Neil is putting on the percent. NUTLORD goes over with the tether, but I think that's a bit of a misplay. I think he has no jump. He gets the up to ledge, but Seal reading the movement correctly, just not quite the timing. He looks like he's got the answer to the tip of his fingers, but he's just not quite performing at the critical junction. I think with a bit better timing, Seal is looking so strong.
This movement is really, really good. I know I keep saying the same thing, but it's just because it is really good movement and does take another early stock, really. And now it's just a comfortable lead, I'd say.
Yeah.
And that's not something I expected to see.
No, not something you expect to see in the set at all, I think, going into it. But Seal really showing why he made that upset, really showing that sort of X factor that he has to continue making these sort of runs in this tournament. Tries to fight back on stage. I could have sworn NUTLORD lost a jump there, and that might have been an SD, but he holds on. But he's not quite holding on to that jump right now. Seal pressuring with these nairs. It's really nice control of the space. He's not let NUTLORD onto stage yet. He's not let NUTLORD breathe yet. Goes across the ledge, but NUTLORD SDs with the tether not quite working. No one can tell you why, but Seal is happy for it. 2 stock coming out from the fully fledgling pit main, Emerald.
Yeah, I mean, that was an unfortunate end to the game for NUTLORD, but it felt like that's where the momentum was going anyway.
It was a result of the pressure, I think you'd say, right?
Yeah.
Like he absolutely was forcing him to go against and against, and I think NUTLORD might have hit the tether limit in the end. And that's just because of the edge guarding. That's entirely props to Seal.
And NUTLORD is a Samus player that loves to use tethers for recovery. You don't see him too often go low with those bombs and use the RB. If he can use tether, it is something he does usually do. But we are back to game 3, and we'll have to see whether Seal can keep this momentum going, or if NUTLORD's going to just kind of stamp it out now before it gets too much.
Yeah, 100%. NUTLORD, of course, not wanting to turn on into losing society. He's seeded to make it quite far, I believe. I think he might be a 17th seed, something like that. Very, very well positioned at least. So he will be fighting to keep this winner bracket alive. But Seal will be fighting to continue this run. And fighting he is. In fact, winning at the moment. Little percent lead for Seal. But overall, what I want to focus more on is the fact he seems to be in control.
Yeah, his ledge trapping is really good when he gets NUTLORD to ledge. Like, he gets a lot of 2 frames with those down tilts, and they also, I think, put a lot of pressure on to kind of force certain options. and then they're reacting to those options really well. Like just there with that back air, catching out NUTLORD, just trying to go to ledge in that situation, trying to go to somewhere safe, and dying pretty early, and this is Seal's lead once again.
Samus, not usually prone to dying at 114, has to be said, that's a rarity. And so is NUTLORD missing those ledge traps, to be honest. Just about misses the S-Smash timing. And Seal is continuing at the moment to win. And that's just not a sentence I thought would be coming out my mouth in this set. But he's really turning dreams into reality right now, turning fiction to facts. At the moment, Seal is playing out of his mind. He's put on 88% while not even looking close to dying.
Yeah, NUTLORD needs to find a way to slow this game down, because right now, this game is happening at Seal's pace, at Seal's tempo. Everything's happening the way Seal wants it to, and NUTLORD cannot let that happen. Up throw not going to quite kill yet, so NUTLORD goes to the forward throw, and now has to do this once again. But Seal finding a way out the corner, rolls into the short hop nair, managing to find his way into advantage, and now all of a sudden, NUTLORD's at 110, for down throw into up air, is going to take it, and it's a 2-stock lead.
I have to highlight how amazing that was. NUTLORD constantly baiting the charge-out, was looking for down B. Seal recognizes it, short, dashing, down throw, kill confirm. Beautifully played from the player. Seems to just know timing so well. And honestly, I'm just so impressed by how well he seems to be taking apart this matchup, taking apart this player, taking apart this set. Dare I say, NUTLORD though, finally seems to have a bit more breath, finally seems to be catching a few more options, has put on 53 without too much of an answer, but Seal has slowed down the pace again. He can go back and forth, front to back, Emil, and is just playing it so smoothly, I think I'd say.
Yeah, but I think this tempo suits NUTLORD better in this scenario. Like, when we've been doing that hard CQC, then Seal has been coming out on top. NUTLORD, I think, really needs to keep it at this pace and actually use that up B more to disengage from CQC, reset the situation, instead of trying to lean into it, which is NUTLORD's tendency. NUTLORD loves to lean into the CQC, catch people off guard with Samus' ability to do so, but it's not catching Seal off guard, and so he needs to mix that up, I think, if he wants to win, because right now, Seal is putting all the pressure on, finds another down tip but doesn't find the conversion. NUTLORD at 91%, the aggressive drop down fair from ledge out of Seal, tries to go for the grab but doesn't find it. Grab does hit, goes for the up throw, does manage to kill. So we are in a last stock situation, but 104% already on NUTLORD. Seal has a fair amount of options to just try and seal out this team and take a lead in the set.
Yeah, but 42 coming out from NUTLORD 56, and this is the problem with Samus. She finds you once, she puts too much damage on you. She is a character amazing at making comebacks, but that up B is not amazing out of shield, at least not against a player of Seal's caliber, who finds the correct read, finds the correct reaction, and finds the stop, and finds game 3.
Does indeed, and I think I'm getting a hint to where Seal might be from.
Yeah, I think, I'm not sure it shows in the camera, but there is a big Irish flag behind. And Ireland, I think, a region with a lot to prove right now. Seal a player with a lot to prove, but Ireland is a region with a lot to prove as well. And they've really kind of been showing their stuff, and it's amazing to see them come out to these big events. And a player not super well known putting in this much effort. I am so impressed by Seal. They are putting on a killer show at the moment. Let's see if they can continue it.
And yeah, I would love to see Seal, hard name to say, in sentences, but I'd love to see him go through in this winner's side, because I feel like he's really been showing his skill and his ability in the set. And for me, it's now down to NUTLORD. NUTLORD, what have you got? What adaptation can you make? What experience can you use to change the tempo of this set in your favor and show that you deserve to go through in this winner's side? Right now, I feel like Seal deserves it.
Yeah, 100%. I think ultimately two big things. The way neutral is being played, NUTLORD hasn't really been able to sort of do this classic Samus zoning. Seal's been breaking that. I'd like to see a bit more patience in NUTLORD out of shield, maybe a few more parries, because that's how you punish Pit, and also ledge trapping. It's so rare to say that Samus is struggling with ledge trapping, but NUTLORD truly is. Every single time, Seal is calling out the aggressive options. At the moment, NUTLORD needs to find what Seal's seeing and catch that, catch those habits, catch those disadvantaged options, and put on a bit more percent. I think he's succeeding right now, though, Meryl.
He is indeed, but is it 100?
Nice.
Not going for up throw.
Wasn't going to kill without the rage, I believe.
Okay. We saw it kill in the last game at roughly that percent, but I completely forgot about the rage that was present when that happened. Pit, that would be kind of ridiculous how low he can go and still get back to stage.
Yeah. obviously they'll be having a lack of hitbox, like usually hurts, but against Samus, who's ledge trapping you by putting bombs down, you don't care. Everyone gets hit by that. What's really nice is the distance. What's really nice is those reads. Great up air call out. Samus's heavyweight nature really saving her there, because with all that rage, it's scary. So is that side B, using the armor to get past the dart bombs. Seal with so many answers, but NUTLORD finally taking that stock at 200%. Such a late percent for the Samus.
Yeah, now it's up to Seal though. Don't let this get away from you. If you want to take this in game 4, you need to try and keep this under control. Try and find this kill and try and do it in a safe way. And at the moment, he's not managing to do that. NUTLORD got them at ledge. The fair does send them back off stage. Already 72%. We are in the Samus dimension with these ledge traps. But NUTLORD goes off stage, tries to find early kills down there, which I'm not a huge fan of, because it lets Seal get back onto stage and get back into the situation. But NUTLORD has managed to find his way back into advantage, so can't fault it too much. And now we're back at ledge. Goes for the grab. Forward throw to send back off stage. Uses the side B just to make sure that Pit goes low. Trying to find the kill. Oh, but actually it manages to save the Pit in that situation, because the up B was not going to snap to ledge, but the bomb resetting the situation.
I have a feeling we might see a grab here. I think that's what NUTLORD has really been finding in ledge traps, and just to kill in general. I think Seal sometimes spending a bit too much time on the ground, but with the lack of rage, it will still kill. But it has to be said, Seal is finding a way in, and Seal has been really strong at low percent. If he can find a bit more percent, if he can get a bit back into it, we're a lot less scared of a kill. However, he needs to find that damage, Mel, because this is how the game and set slips away from you.
Yeah, one grab. The up B is going to start killing soon. There's so many things out of Samus that's going to start killing soon. Even like jab 2 killing. Wow.
That wasn't in my list, but it was in NUTLORD.
Wasn't in my list
because
either.
he is so strong with this character. Finds a rare option and puts on more damage now on this stock. Oh, not so far. Needs to, I mean. At the moment, Seal in a bit more control. Seal really wants to get back into it without taking too much, because he knows that if he can have a wonder stock. He's been having wonder stocks. He's been having a wonder set, but NUTLORD is looking to silence the cries of the crowd at the moment.
He is indeed, and I feel like he's very much managed to find a way to play this matchup and this set in his own tempo, instead of just being kind of pulled into the way Seal wants to play. Goes for the early up B to avoid the ledge trap out of Seal, and does manage to get back, but still stuck in the corner. Does NUTLORD, but managed to fight his way out with the charge shot and the jab. And now Seal's the one in the corner. Seal, whole stock down. The up B coming out of Samus. A great get off me tool. Seal, what have you got? And the answer is not a lot, because the up smash is going to take it.
Nothing. And what amazing spacing from NUTLORD there, getting just like the little particle from that explosion on the up smash. The last hit as well calls out Seal on the platform, and those are the sort of mix-ups we expect of this Samus player, who has really found another breath of life in Meryl, because it was looking tough for a second, but it seemed that NUTLORD has not given up the fight and is fighting back hard.
He is indeed, and now it's flipped the other way around. It's now back to Seal to kind of grab that driving seat again, grab the momentum and go, no, I do deserve this winner side set, and I'm going to prove it.
Yeah. NUTLORD coming out swinging immediately, and now I feel like you could argue the player is a bit more comfortable as well. It looks like he's more in his element. He's playing more so classic NUTLORD, and it's working out. Clearly, the player figured out something out. I think he understood a lot better Seal's timings in neutral. I think he's getting a lot more reads in his advantage. I think he's just playing better.
He's also playing at mid-range instead of CQC.
Yeah.
And I think that's an important thing to note. When we started this set, NUTLORD was like, I'm just going to run over you with CQC. That's what I do.
But Seal is answering back. Speaking of CQC, that was some amazing close quarters combos coming out from the player. Jab lock with the up tilt, tries to continue it, doesn't quite find too much, and he is on 135. At 51, we're looking for a bit more. We are looking for a way back into the game, because it seems like it's kind of been the NUTLORD show for a while here, so Seal needs to work some magic.
He does indeed, but while he's, I was going to say while he's still alive, there's still hope, but gets grabbed immediately as I start that sentence, and at that percent you are obviously dying to the up throw out of Samus. So now Seal, what have you got? You cannot let yourself take too many extra percent here. You need to try and find a way back into this stock. It's obviously not all over, but you don't want to take a huge deficit into Samus. We're at ledge now then. So Seal, what have you got? Managed to follow off stage, but the fair just being out of range, and NUTLORD does manage to find his way back onto the stage.
Seal goes for some crazy pit drag down combos there. Barely misses the up tilt up air, but NUTLORD barely misses the sweet spot on that down air and spins straight back with some sorts of his own. Really, really looking in his element at this point, I think we can say, Emerald, and goes for a confident up B. The thing that lost him that game too looks nice now doing it. Looks really, really clean, and what brilliant movement to go around that down smash as well. Seal trying to find anything, trying to find that side beat, but Samus too heavy, not quite taking the stock. NUTLORD is putting on more pressure, and here's a Samus ledge trap. Here's usually how you die. Seal missing the up smash, and it's looking potentially like curtains of Emerald. I'm getting scared.
I'm getting very scared right now. Seal just not managing to find any of these connections, and it feels like NUTLORD is just in control. Now, Seal, what have you got off the ledge? NUTLORD's got all of the tools in the world. Samus has every tool in the toolbook, but actually runs off stage for the fair and gives Seal back control. But Seal not managing to find anything off it, and it is the up throw, the grab up throw, another stock taken with that kill confirm. Seal, you need to fight back. You've got to start this recovery now, otherwise it's just going to be too late. And it looks like it. Ooh, I thought it was over right there, but using the side beat armor to manage to get back, it does get the kill. But 81%, what have you got?
2 stocks on Samus, a character that is so good at controlling pace, so good at playing the situation, because you need to fight her, you need to come into it, you need to find anything, and she's just so good at controlling this pace. It is so hard at this moment for Seal to bring this back, but he will try. He had reads, but I think the book might be closed.
NUTLORD might have finished reading at this point. It feels like he's already done with the book, but maybe not. Maybe not. Seal might have something left in him, starting to throw some damage on, but that up smash doesn't look like it's going to connect and take the game. NUTLORD taking a hard-fought victory into the winner side of top 64.
NUTLORD